Hello and welcome to this reading. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for watching. This is, I've been feeling this all morning. This is going to be an ancestor message. So this is for the collective and message from the ancestors. Okay, the starting message here. What do the ancestors have for the collective? What important information? Whoop, okay, well those just completely fell out, so we'll take them. Oh wow, look at that. You are never alone, and we have a picture of a lighthouse in this card. You're never alone. And then I can see all your thoughts. The ancestors, they are able to bring us great wisdom because they do have the ability to see the big picture and to see. They know what we're thinking. They know what we're going through. They know what cycles we are presented with, like the challenges, the generational karma, the new challenges that we come across. And they are here to help us, to stand by us. That's why it says you're never alone. They're here to stand by us and help guide us. See the lighthouse? That's a guide. There's a lighthouse there. And it's shining a light out on the water. You can see that. They are guiding us. They have personal experience in the 3D. They have personal experience in your family line, in your lineage. They know what is needed, and they know what you can do to clear any of the things that are blocking you. Okay, and I feel drawn to look at the bottom. Look at that. Justice. So this is bringing things back into balance. This is something in your life that has not been fair. I have to adjust my stand a little bit. Sorry. Kind of, hold on. Okay, just had to move it. So this is underlying energy. Oh, and the moon. Okay. This is the underlying energy of this message. It's the unseen. So the moon, you're walking, there are times in your life that you feel like you're walking in the shadows. Even in a full moon, the land is not illuminated as much as it is in the light of day with the sun shining. So, you're going to be getting clarity. Things are going to feel more balanced. And there's justice coming for you. So whatever this is, let's see what this is about here. Okay. The sun. You have some beautiful energy coming towards you. So there has been something here. We've got the devil. That can be an energy of feeling trapped. And I really like how this woman is looking away. This image is looking away from this. She's looking right toward the sun. You've got something coming towards you fast. And the Eight of Wands, this is fast-moving energy, and it's fire energy, it's inspiration, it's action, it's all of that. The sun, I mean, look at this. It's coming towards you. This is beautiful. It's just like good health, happiness. It's in all areas of life here that you're just connected to God. You feel that life force energy strongly coming through your body every day. You feel inspired. You feel excited about life. And you may be coming from a place where you didn't feel so excited. See, that's why this is here. But that's coming into balance. They know what is going on with you. They know the things that are heavy on your mind. And they just want you to know, they want you to look away from that, and they want you to focus on self-love and loving your inner child, creativity. Focus in on that and look back at the person. I feel like you have come a long way. They're acknowledging that you've actually come a really long way, and you've been through a lot. You've been through a lot. And they're saying you have really worked on yourself and you've come a long way. Look back on how far you've come and be proud of that. And if you feel like there are still parts of you that are hanging on, see the strings? It's like down here, there's strings attached to this person. It's almost like puppeteer type energy where something is pushing you around or controlling you in some way, but that's an illusion. You can break free. You can break free from this control. The beauty of the devil energy, the devil card in tarot, the beauty of that card is that it's a profound shift. Once you realize that you really weren't trapped, you can completely demolish and forever release the devil energy. It goes away forever. It all has to do with a change of perspective of the person that is in that devil energy at the time. And how you can shift that is going to be focusing in on believing in magic. Nourish your heart, nurture your soul, be around people that uplift you. And you're going to be just moving right into this amazing sun energy. I'm going to ask for specifics on that devil energy, and since this is a collective reading, it'll be a little bit more general, but we can get a overall idea of what that devil energy is about. What is that devil energy about? That energy that is being released, that is being transmuted. What is that about? The runner escaping. Self-medicating, addictions. The devil can have to do with addiction. So this is about numbing and running away, escaping addictions. That makes sense. So anything that you're using as an excuse. I mean, numbing can be just being distracted by activities. It can just be avoidance. That's a form of numbing. Avoiding something completely by being distracted by something else. They're asking you to take a moment to look at what is it that you've been avoiding, and it's going to come down to something within you that you have been numbing out. So if you can look back into yourself and find that part of yourself that is hurt or wounded or in some kind of pain, and if you can give yourself that comfort that you need, even if it's in the past, even if it's a past event, you can go back to the past. It's called quantum healing. You can do that. You can go back into the past and figure out where this feeling is coming from. If you feel stuck by something, and I'm just talking about this devil energy here, figure out where that is and go in mentally into yourself and find yourself in that situation, whatever it was, and go up to yourself in your mind, the now you and the past you. Go up to yourself, give that past you the support, the love, the care, the understanding, the acknowledgement, the nurturing, whatever it was that past you needed that you did not get at that time from whoever it was, or maybe it was just the situation. Go in and give yourself that understanding and offer that guidance to yourself, and you're going to be amazed at what that can help, how that can feel, and it can help you to completely, basically neutralize the devil energy. Narrow pathway, and see, here we are talking about the devil again. And then we have reaching your destination. Your light is shining brightly. So that definitely goes along with the sun energy. Your light is shining brightly. And if you look at this, you can think of this bubble. Bubbles don't really go fast. They drift back and forth and kind of go up and down, and it's more of a zigzagging type of thing, right? Bubbles are not a straight line when they go through the air. So think of it like that. You are on your way. Even if you have had some diversions, you are on your way, reaching your destination. So they just want you to know that your healing is taking place. You are doing everything that you should be doing to make that happen. So yeah, this kind of like avoiding, see it says escaping right here. I can get it in here. It says escaping. And this says numbing. So there's something that you've really been wanting to get away from. And the thing of it is once it's inside of us, it's there. It's not going to leave. Numbing or ignoring or escaping is not going to make it leave. All that does is put it off for later. So the only way to really cure that is to go in, do the healing within, give yourself whatever support that you needed. And let's see if there's any other advice here on that. Definitely stay away from people that bring you down. We already talked about that. Stay away from people that are negative. It says surrender your attachment to results. The formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen, then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. Things may be changing quite a bit from what you thought things should be at this time. When you were in the past looking forward, this might look different than what you had in mind. Well, and that's kind of across the board for all of us, right? It says, surrender your outdated beliefs about yourself. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar into your life. See, we were just talking about the past. This is talking about that. So often things, I mean, we really have no control in this life. We really don't. All we can do is respond. Oh, and this is on the bottom. Surrender resentments. It says holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward toward positive situations in your life. That's what this is, moving forward to positive situations. This is all about imagination, believing in magic, being on a campaign to find love in the world, loving yourself, loving others, just existing in love. So that's what's going to break you out of this energy. If you ever find yourself falling into this, whether it's attachments to results, outdated beliefs about yourself, or resentments from past experiences, again, this is collective, so it's going to be different for the different situations that everybody is in. So let me just see, is there any other specific information? Let's look at this narrow pathway. I want to see, it says tread thoughtfully. So let's see what that's about. What can you tell us about that? Oh, I'm being nudged to use a different deck. Let me grab that. Okay, narrow pathway. What more information can we get about that? What does the collective need to know about that card? Pride, leadership, and then one more. Burden. Okay, I am going to read the definition for these. We have the stag, which says pride, leadership, number 17. And then we have burden, which is number 43. So I'm going to read, and this again is defining or bringing us more information about this narrow pathway card. So 17, the stag, it says, when the stag appears on your path, he tells you to take pride in all that you do. Be the leader, hold your head high, and others will follow you by example. Ask yourself these questions. Am I following my highest path? Am I acting in integrity and doing the best I can? Am I held back by the kind of pride that cuts me off from life? Or its reverse, low self-esteem. The stag asks you to be a leader, be proactive with the highest intentions, and always ask, what is the highest good of all? Arrogance and its reverse are both places of alienation and ways to avoid responsibility and accountability. So that goes along with the numbing card, right? Avoidance. I was saying that just distraction can even be a form of avoidance or numbing. Running, the other cards that I had out a minute ago, they were talking about that kind of energy. So this is saying that too. If you arrogance and its reverse, which is low self-esteem. So those are two very far ends of a spectrum. So what they're wanting is for you to come into the middle of that. Surrender if you have low self-esteem, because honestly this makes me feel that it's not the arrogance side. It makes me feel that it's the other side. It's the low self-esteem side that we're talking about here. So go back. All I can say is just give yourself love. Really focus on yourself. Turn your thoughts toward what can you do for yourself. In what way can you nurture yourself, make yourself feel special? Even little things like a warm bath or a cup of tea or a walk or reading a book or a good conversation with somebody that cares about you. Those are the things that nourish you. Okay, let's look at this one is 43. That's burden. Showing some birch trees here in this imagery. It says, what burdens are you carrying on this part of the journey? Are you transporting those of others out of generosity or codependency? Is this burden so heavy that it slows you down? This marker asks you to stop and look at your responsibilities, your commitments, and all that you bring with you on your journey. Yeah. Are you clinging to an unhealthy relationship out of fear? Are you taking on the burden of others to prevent them from getting hurt? Do you know that this enables others to avoid learning their lessons and doesn't really help at all? Drawing this marker encourages you to release others down their own path. It may also be time for you to ask if you're helping because you like being needed. If the answer is yes, then the message is truly let go of this burden, for it's born of self-centeredness. Release the burden of others to the divine. They also have their own angels and guides, just as you do. Trust in the divine plan for all. On the sacred path to Avalon, you must be aware that you pack all the essential wisdom tools you will need to chart your course. Integrity, kindness, compassion, discernment, discretion, faith, forgiveness, truth, and love are but some of them. Once your tools are counted, see if the rest of what you're hanging on to is appropriate. This is the time to leave behind any unnecessary burdens and to know you have the strength to carry what is yours. So this is going to be talking about the desire that we have to help others, and it could have to do with the attachment to the results card here. But when we take on other people's burdens and what we end up becoming for them, and I've done this myself before, is we end up being a crutch, and we actually keep that person more dependent on us by doing that. And we could have all the best intentions to help someone, right? But sometimes what we have to do for them and for us is to let them go, remove that crutch. You know, if it's your kids, you've given them all the wisdom and the guidance. You know, let them walk, let them go on their own path. Because for somebody here, this is becoming a burden on you. And that's the thing. Once it starts to be a draining type of situation, then something needs to change. Let's see the advice that comes out of here. What final message do the ancestors have for the collective? Calmness. The inner divine is the witness of all, remaining still and quiet, even during intense turbulence. So take a deep breath and then say, quiet my mind, dear Lord. May your peaceful calm take over. Calmness. that might just have to do with spending, making a concerted effort to spend time in situations that are calming for you, doing things that calm your nervous system. You need to nurture that. We can train our nervous system. We can train it. It gets trained when we're living under stress, and we don't do that on purpose. It's something that we can retrain later by starting to change your habits and putting more effort into yourself and into your well-being and spending more time in that calm type of energy. It can retrain your nervous system. I feel like a lot of people in this collective group here have been through a lot and have been through some really hard times, and I get you completely. Compassion. As you pray each day for greater compassion, a new self is born, drawing new people and experiences. Dear Lord, help me feel ever deepening self-acceptance. May I see myself as you see me. So that is the message. Be blessed, take care of yourself, and I'll see you next time.